I'm the founder and CEO of Atlas Engineered Products. Just to give me an idea how in depth I go to the investor deck thing there, because this is now one of my favorite things to do since we've been public. How many of you are familiar with Atlas story? Okay, this is good. So we can get to the bottom line right away then. That's amazing. So basically, I will just go through this quickly, and then if you have any questions, stuff, you can raise your hand, and then we can answer it. And if you don't have enough time today, I'm around all day today there, so I can answer any questions you have and stuff. That just come and grab me, and then we go over it. So basically, our mission is to provide quality solution and products in our industry. Like most people think we just simply we manufacture roof trusses and floors, but we don't. We provide the solution to the building industry by designing the floors and the wall panels and the trusses and everything for them there. Because we are not just putting two pieces of wood together, we actually design it and we provide the solution in our industry there. And our vision is to build it's always been my vision to build a strong, successful organization. And then we decided to become national company and go across the country and to provide the succession planning for the owners in our industry, because we are in one of the biggest fragmented industries is the truss manufacturing business. And then we provide the succession planning for the owners in our industry. That's our vision. And our services, as I mentioned before, is design and engineering intensive. We manufacture structural products for a building, for construction. And for most municipalities, they need our design and our layouts before even they issue a permit to a builder to build their home and stuff. Then we have to engineer and stamp the drawings before even they get their framing permits there. So it's very, very design and engineering intensive involvement there. And that's what that's our services starts from that there. And for most of the times, when a builder that they have land and they want to develop the land and everything, we are one of the first companies they speak to about the structural design of the building, and we are involved from that step with most of the developers there. And our product is the roof system, basically, and it's quite interesting if you look at the history of our business. One of the first products we did, or even when I bought the company, that it was called another name in 1999, we just manufactured roof trusses. And the evolution before that was those roof trusses, before that, the framers put them together on a job site. And if you notice those small plates there, for every small place, like I used to be a framer when I first came to Canada, we have to cut almost a piece of plywood, 4x4, and put 100 nails on it so they will carry the load of a small plate like that stuff. That is all pressed into the pieces of wood there. So the evolution, how it happened, went from hand framing on a job site to the trusses. And it took a while before the industry and the builders and framers got used to the pre-manufactured trusses. But right now, they don't even think about hand framing, unless it's a post and beam house that with crazy things that's not even 0.1% of the construction these days. They go to a hand framing roof. But right now, it's a given. Everybody needs the trusses. And that's one product we do. Then the next thing was the evolution happened was the floor system and floor trusses. Because of the higher span on the homes and the mechanicals and everything in a house, we started designing the floor trusses. And it took a while of resistance to get it, but now it's either floor trusses or engineered wood product. It's called I-joist. That is our recycled products. That it gives you a lot of flexibility, and you get away from using a 2x12 pieces of wood and stuff in your floor system. And then that's how the evolution happened. And now we do the floor system and floor trusses. Now, this is the next biggest breakthrough for us in our industry, is the wall panel. Because traditionally, the framers, skilled labor, that is a huge shortage right now. Like kids don't go to school these days to become framers and carpenters anymore. They all work on their iPhone and they want to be influencers in the world there. So this is the next evolution in our industry, is to pre-manufacturing wall panels. And if you imagine a set of trusses on a house is about $5 a square foot, And then adding the floor system to it is another $4 a square foot. So that gives you about $9. The wall panel, exterior and interior, is almost more than 3 times that. And that's the huge organic growth for us in our industry. Plus, we will come with a solution of shortage of labor and delivering all the products together. And then later on, when we go through M&As and our location, I will go back to this slide and explain to you how the future is changing in our industry there. So these are the products we produce there. And the organic growth is really what the growth initiative is. One area is organic growth. We do equipment upgrades, automation and technical improvement, product diversification, sales and territory expansion, and manufacturing capacity growth and integration efficiencies. Because becoming a national company and having multiple plants is giving us a huge buying power and a huge efficiency, money saving on our efficiency and stuff. Like in the past, imagine if you're an individual trust plant owner, you had your design team, your engineering team. Like we almost centralize our design and engineering across the country. And nowadays, with being online and everything, with the power of internet, we can design from our office in Nanaimo for our companies in Ottawa or New Brunswick or anywhere there, and vice versa. So it gives us a lot of design power and efficiency and saves us a lot of money. And the M&A growth, is huge for us right now in Canada. And right now we've been in the public for around 5 years, and finally our industry accepted that we are the company that went public and we're making it, and we have proven to them that we do have successful M&A strategy. And really, it's huge. It's one of our biggest opportunities in the country right now is for the M&A. But we have a system. We have a geographic needs we need, where we want to be in each provinces, which locations, and the proximity to where we are and the company and the type of companies we're buying. We look at the culture, we look at their employees, their EBITDA, their revenue, and everything. And the opportunity for M&A growth and growing our companies, that's the biggest thing, opportunity for Atlas and organic growth there. And these are the two growths. And these are the companies we have acquired so far. It originally started with Atlas here in Nanaimo, and we were an $8 million company. Then we have Novum in Abbotsford and Hitech. Another one is about 20 minutes away. That they were our competition in Nanaimo that we purchased. And then we have South Central in Manitoba. We have Clinton in Southern Ontario. We have Pacer in London, Ontario. And we have Satellite that is in Merrickville, just outside Ottawa. Then our latest acquisition was that I want to speak to you about, that is LC Chouinard in New Brunswick. That was the one that we recently purchased there. And if you can see across the country, there is a method to the madness, and there is a few empty pins in there too that we are working diligently and hard to fill up all those empty spots there. But M&A, in my opinion, we are a very conservative company. It's not like a buffet dinner and go buy everybody for sale and eat till you get sick. We have a methodical, we probably do 1 or 2 a year, maximum 2 a year. And they have to fit. They have to fit the mold, they have to fit the system, and they have to fit the culture. And we just move forward in that area. And this is just graphs of the acquisition growth we've done since 2017. And we started at $8 million. Last year, our revenue was 61. And this year, due to decrease in the prices of lumber after the COVID madness and the market slowdown because of the headwind with the interest rate and all the stuff politicians talk about all these days and stuff, there's been a slowdown in the market for construction, and that was expected. Nobody would have expected to what we had in the last year of COVID will continue to go like that, because that was a crazy madness pace. It's more of a normal business. We are about 10-15% below what, if you take the adjustment of the lumber prices, our revenue is about 10-15% lower than was last year. And we will end up probably with the latest acquisition about $60-65 million again this year, but next year we are on a run rate of about $85 to $90 million. And one thing we control, we cannot control the The interest rate, we cannot control what the politicians say or what the municipalities say, everything. Only thing we can control in our power is our cost and our margins in our business and how efficient we are. And one area we've done it that I'm proud of my team actually, this year we increased our gross margin by 2% so far. And despite competition being aggressive and dropping their margin to get market share stuff, we actually increased our margins there. I'm a true believer you need to make money to work for yourself there. And if you don't make money, go work for somebody else. So we would rather be slow rather than give it away and keep busy there. There is not an ego-driven company here. We drive our business by margin only, and that's it. And that's what we do there. And our clients, basically, they start from a single-family home builder. We even do garages and sheds for people. And it goes all the way to the biggest builders in the country and to the lumber yards and the specialty building yards. There are certain areas that we don't cover because of the size of them, especially in the prairies. We have a lot of lumber yards, and in certain areas in Ontario that they are in the remote areas, we deal with the big lumber yards with like a Home Hardwares and companies, Rona's and companies like that, and we supply them. But anything to do with wood construction, commercial, residential, from a garage to a multi-million-dollar building, 6-story building, wood construction, we are there. And then we supply most of them. The bigger the project, the better chance we have to get them because of our buying power and our engineering design team and stuff that we do that. And really the client, why they choose us, we give them a great service. We have design, we have a powerful sales force and a design team, and we take care of them and we try to deliver on time. Most of the time, like last 2 years was crazy during COVID, but right now we keep our word and we deliver on time there. And they know we are not the cheapest out there, but we deliver on time. And right now it's just started, we're dealing with some of the national companies that they have multiple places in the country that they built homes, and they've seen our size and they started to become aware of us. So we're starting to talk to them and we're starting to deal with them and using different locations with us there. And the organic growth, the biggest one for us right now really is the wall panel expansion. That's the big opportunity. We have a big facility in Nanaimo that we manufacture wall panel and we take care of BC. We have one set up in Pacer that we take care of the Ontario market with that. And then with LCF in New Brunswick, that's our other one that that was the part I was most excited about. They've been doing wall panels for the last 6 years. And they are amazing at it, and they have a great solution with that one there, in that company there. And that's really the product diversification and the engineered wood expansion. This year, for first time, because of our size and being a national cover, we're able to buy mill direct rather than going through a second-hand distributor. And that's given us a big buying power and being able to provide a better service and a better price for our client there too. And really, that's it. And then we explore new products and everything there. But right now, we are spending all our resources and our time on the wall panel and producing a solution for the lockup package for the builders there. Because that is one of the solutions we need in our industry, to be able to ship everything all in a package together. And you can have a skilled framing crew instead of doing so many over a certain period of time that they can do a lot, but just putting all the pieces like a jigsaw puzzle together. And that's what I was explaining about our latest acquisition with LCF in New Brunswick. The one part was, it's a great company. They are one of the top companies in Canada for individual owners. They were almost a $30 million revenue, about $28 million revenue with a $9 million EBITDA. And most respected in the country there. They've been there for 50 years. Like their daughter, their son-in-law, their kids, their grandchildren work there, and they all stayed behind. And I've been working on it for about over 12 months, 15 months when we started the initiative talk there. And the one part I had to hold my excitement, because all my life being in this business, I've seen the future. There is one day we're going to deliver a lockup package to the builders there. That's the trusses, the floors, and the walls. So all they do, they put it together. And instead of taking 2 months to 3 months to get to a lockup package, they could spend 3 or 4 days and putting the whole house together. So I see what they're doing, and they're actually doing that. The reason me and most of people in our industry, we've been thinking about, they actually been doing it for the last 5 years. And most of the clients in Eastern Quebec, they will not buy trusses from them unless they provide the wall panels to them too. Their revenue for the wall panel is about $6 million. And basically, and they do not do multifamilies. Like we got one project in Ontario, for example, for multifamily, that the value with floors was $1.6 million. Homes is a lower value. But what is the amazing efficiency is usually when we have our own trucking system. So you deliver your trusses on a truck. Then later on we added floor system to it, great. So one driver delivers 2 products. Now I see their trucks laying there and waiting to go out. There is trusses, there is floors, and there is wall panel. A $5,000 package has translated to $25,000, and one driver delivered it. And not only provides the efficiency to the clients, it's providing a huge organic growth opportunity to our company and saving money and margin by having one driver delivering your buying power, everything there. And that was one of the exciting part about the LCF. And the other one was being New Brunswick is bilingual, and they are a French-speaking company and English-speaking company. And Quebec region is one area we want to grow too. There is a great growth province for us there. And that gives us, with speaking French language, it gives us opportunity to grow in that province. Basically, then we can be in every province in country, and language is not going to be a barrier for us anymore there. And aside from all the amazing background and the culture they bring to it, we were fortunate, we were blessed that they chose us. We were not the only bidder in that company, but because of coming to the trust business and been doing it for so many years and stuff, the owners decided to choose us as a buyer there. And we were not the highest bidder either. And at the end of it, what is exciting about it, 5 years ago when I started talking M&A with a potential M&A company, when we told them about we offer you a stock, they laughed at me. They said they didn't believe in the stock market. And the last deal we did was we did issue them 10% in stock. And they were happy. They actually asked for it there, and they were happy. And their kids are behind running the business for it, and they put it in a trust account. So they're actually big investors in the company. The kids run it there. And that's another thing changed since that M&A we did with LCF. And being in recently I was in Indianapolis with our North American show for our trust industry. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, they were laughing at us in Milwaukee, but this time was a great reception from them. It was quite humbling to hear that they actually accept us, that it's working. That what we go in public and doing the M&A is working. Couple of companies in Ontario, they've done it through the private equity, and that's great for us too, because we're going from being a fragmented mom and pop business to becoming trust manufacturing companies that we are in the capital market. That brings a whole different knowledge and a different future to our business there. And I'm happy that there's some companies in Ontario that they bought by private equity firms too there. And we all know it, we are in capital market. Private equity firms have a pipeline. And I'm sure I will get a call in 3 years or 4 years that they want to sell them. Because we don't have a timeline here. This is a lifelong project for us. And we just keep moving forward and see what happens. Okay. So, and this is some of the examples I would like to give you for M&As we've done the impact. Like the acquisition number 1, when we bought them, they were doing, in 2022, they were doing, before acquisition, about 1.8. We increased it to 3.1. And in 2021, it was 5.6. But the one was before acquisition, they were doing 9% EBITDA. We increased it to 27%. And 2021 was 38%. By basically changing all their machineries into old-fashioned hand manufacturing to automation and the buying power and efficiency. Then we bought another company at that time, that was our biggest one. Before acquisition, they were doing $15 million, but at 7% EBITDA. We cut down, and actually I was running that business for the first 6 and 7 months when we bought it there. We cut down some of the top clients that we refused to supply materials anymore, because they were all ego-driven businesses to deal with the biggest and the baddest, but no margins in it. So we gracefully said, we don't want to deal with you guys. So we dropped it down to $11 million. Then we increased it to $18 million in 2021. before acquisition, the EBITDA was 7%. We increased it to 17%, and now they are at 31%. So when we do M&A, it's not always about buying them and giving them the buying power and getting them bigger and stuff. That sometimes we have to roll them back and teach them how to make money first. And those are some examples I wanted to give you on the M&As. And the M&A growth for us, the opportunity is amazing, especially since the last year, because our industry, most people being around, this is their business or their father set it up, and they watch you on the sideline. And now we become the choice company. If they want to have an exit, this is the time for them. And they phone us there. And one thing about our industry is they are all like me. They are all in their late 60s and early 70s, and they're starting to think about their retirement right now. And most of them, their kids don't want to do it anymore. Like I would have dreamed if my son wanted to be involved, but he decided he wanted to go play football for a living and stuff. So that's it. You got to let them go their dream too there. So the M&A opportunities are huge for us right now, and it's exciting actually, and to do it. And it's no more of me phoning them and knocking on their door and stuff. It's actually other way around. And even recently, some of my friends through the country, they phoned me that there are M&A companies and mergers and acquisition firms that they have seminars like this in the room, and right away they put up a logo that this is the company they're buying, hire us as your agent, and we approach them there. And so it's pretty exciting for us, the M&A right now. Now that said, they need to fit the boxes. They need to tick the boxes. So it's not just you want to buy everybody out there. We have said no to a few of them too, because they don't fit the culture and the location and everything. There are over 200 legit trust plans in the country, and it's a $2.2 billion industry. That's without the wall panel. You multiply that by at least 4 times once the wall panel business gets catch up. And they are there, and there's a huge opportunity for us in the market for growth here, just in Canada only right now. And the tailwinds is really, right now politicians talking about it, it's like a hot coal. They pass it from left hand to the right hand, and they all lie about it. But the bottom line is we allowing so many, over 1.1 million, or whatever the latest number is, of immigrants in the country. We've been building 250,000 homes a year. There is a big housing shortage and affordability. And even one of them, the biggest one they don't deal with yet, is even in our sales meeting yesterday, we have a lot of business coming on, but we can't supply yet because the red tape in municipalities is crazy. Not in every location in the country, but there are lots of locations that it takes forever to get the permits. And right now, really, that's all there is. There is the big hot topic right now. It's going to be the election talk for the next year, making affordable housing. The government made a token gesture and to build affordable rental housing, and we give you the GST. That's great, but they got to come up with solution. However, what we've done right now, for most of the developers and builders that they do nationally, or the bigger ones in the industry, we already in talk with them. They have learned. They've been in business for over 30, 40 years. They ignore all the government rhetoric. And it's like, okay, let's sit down together and see what we're going to do to come up with a solution with the industry. And they are all working at it. Because one thing we know, the interest rates are high, the market slowed down. But really, if you compare it to last year, yeah, it slowed down. But we compare it to 3 years ago in the normal time, we are doing okay. But the affordability right now is an issue with the interest rates higher. And I guarantee you, the builders who make billions of dollars, they know how to figure things out. And they are working very hard at it. And there is going to be a solution because we need homes for people. And I have anxiety about it when the floodgates open, because we have gone for, right now we are on a 2-week delivery. We go straight right away. When the floodgate opens in construction, we go from 2 weeks to 12 weeks overnight. And right now we're just getting ready for that, to see how we can supply the demand. Because pricing doesn't matter, it's how fast you can deliver. Because our product is not like something you can, off the shelf, you can send to 20 suppliers, says, please price it for me. They has to be designed, it has to be manufactured, it has process into it, and it's how fast can you deliver it. And this is our annual growth. We are a cashless company. We make money every day, and we are a good cash flow company there. And these are all the results. How many minutes have done?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got.
good. These are the numbers. I don't have to explain. So if you have, sorry to rush it, if you have any questions and stuff there, I'm around. Please feel free to come and talk to me anytime you want. I would love to meet you and talk to you and answer all your questions. And appreciate your time. Love you guys for listening to me and your interest in Atlas and sharing your dream with us there. Thank you so much. Thank you.